right, let's try example 2. Same steps as before, but we do need to get 0 on one side first. So 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 32x plus 48 is going to be greater than or equal to 0. Let's go ahead and see if we can solve this by grouping first. We're going to pull out an x squared and a 2x minus 3 minus 32 and 48. 16 is in common there. Looks like it's going to work. 2x and a minus 3. Good. So we've got x squared minus 16, parentheses 2x minus 3. And so we've got x for our zeros. We'll have plus or minus 4. And we'll also have positive 3 halves for our zeros. So we're going to have an additional region to check here. We're going to have negative 4. We're going to have 1 1/2, 3 halves, and we're going to have 4. So 4 separate regions to check. Let's find some test numbers. Let's go with negative 5, 0, 2, and 5. Again, could use anything that you wanted to, as long as they were in the proper regions. And let's go ahead and test this. I'm going to go ahead and test this from the factored form here. It's going to be a little faster than plugging it all the way back into the original. So if we go, and actually, you know what, I'm going to even go one more step and do it from the all the way factored form of x minus 4, x plus 4, 2x minus 3. All right, if I plug in negative 5 everywhere, I'm going to get negative, negative, negative. That's a negative. And we want to be greater than 0. Don't like that region. Let's test the next one. Get rid of the negative 5s and plug in 0. That's a negative. 0 plus 4 is positive. And 0 minus 3 is negative. We ended up with a positive number. And so we like that region. Let's try 2. 2 minus 4 is negative. 2 plus 4 is positive. And 2 times 2 is 4. Minus 3 is positive. Multiplied together, we get negative. That's no good. And last region to test. You can probably guess that this is going to work out because it's alternating. But we do need to test just to make sure. 5 minus 4 is positive. 5 plus 4 is positive. And 10, 5 times 2 minus 3 is positive. And we like that. So we have 2 regions here. We're going to have negative 4 to 3 halves. And we're also going to have 4 to infinity. X is greater than 4. Not equal to, because in the original problem didn't have the equal sign there. Okay? All right, try one on your own. Problem 27. All right, let's check the answer here. X cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 3. We'll factor this by grouping. Remember that there's a 1 out here, so we can say x squared minus 1, x minus 3. So x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus 3. And so 4 regions again. And from low to high, negative 1, 1, and 3. Let's go with negative 2, 0, 2, and let's go with 4 this time. All right, so we'll test from the factored form. Plugging in negative 2, we'll end up with a negative. Is this a net minus? Yes. Negative 2 minus 3 is also negative. Negative times a negative times a negative is less than 0. Don't like it. Let's plug in 0. And 0 minus 1 is negative. 0 plus 1 is positive. And 0 minus 3 is negative. That's a positive if you multiply it all together. So we like that region. If we plug in 2, 2 minus 1 is positive. 2 plus 1 is positive. 2 minus 3 is negative. So we end up with a minus for the overall sign. Don't like it. And last one, let's plug in 4. 4 minus 1 is positive. 4 plus 1 is positive. And 4 minus 3 now is positive as well. So we'll get a positive result. And so our solution set is -1 to 1, as well as 3 to infinity.